Saranyasri ma'am, you can start now, ma'am.
Good morning to one and all. Today we have all gathered under this platform for the online workshop on enhancing entrepreneurship skills for civil engineers. This workshop is designed exclusively for those striving to become entrepreneurs in the field of civil engineering. With no further ado, I would like to introduce the chief speaker for this workshop, Dr. V. Srinivasan, Associate Professor, Department of Management and Business Administration, SA Engineering College. Sir has 18 years of teaching experience in academics as well as 5.5 years of industrial experience. Sir has published various papers in national and international journals and conferences, and he has attended numerous workshops and conferences. With no further delay, I would like to hand over the session to the guest speaker, Dr. V. Srinivasan, sir. Sir?
Thank you, ma'am. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, all. It's an opportunity for giving a wonderful presentation for civil department. Today, given topic, enhancing entrepreneurship skill for civil engineers. Yeah, actually, we have to talk about who is an entrepreneur and how it will be helping for the society and what are the characters are needed for the entrepreneurship. So these kind of things we have to discuss and what are the institutions or authority are supporting for the entrepreneur from the government side, state and central government, what are the facilitated to the entrepreneur. So another thing, who is the civil engineer, what is their part in the entrepreneur field. So these kind of things only we are discussing in the session. First of all, we have to understand who is the entrepreneur. Always the people are asking who is the entrepreneur, who is the businessman. This kind of things and all arises among the public or other professionals too. So we have to clarify that kind of things and what are the features and characteristics are needed for the entrepreneur. So these basic things we have to aware. Then we have to go for the advanced knowledge about the entrepreneur. So what it means by entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is an individual who creates new business, bears most of the risk and enjoy the most of the rewards. An entrepreneur is commonly seen as an innovator, a source of new ideas, products, services, business, and procedures. So you can take it up any kind of part of the business. You want to think it up any tangible things only. It is a become an entrepreneur. Or entrepreneur can only produce thing of tangible things, which including of services. The service sector is contributing more for the economy. It is a 60% sector from the service sector. So and procedures, though that kind of things also we have to create something that also it is become a chance to become entrepreneur. So what it is given this paragraph about the entrepreneur is a who creates new business, bearing most of the risk wherever we are starting a business which is associated of a risk. That is obviously we are knowing the risk. Without risk there is no business. Without risk there is no life also. We are day to day life, we are also meet several problems, several challenges that also we have to sort it out unless we want moving another stage. That also happen in the entrepreneurship also. Wherever we are starting business there is a challenges are there, there is a risk are there. Risk in sense it is not only affecting of the entrepreneurs who are the depending of the entrepreneur, what we are invested money in the business, everything which will be affected, it becomes a zero level. So that we have to carefully we have to concentrate. It's like defense people or army people. If one person has done a mistake which is spoiling up an entire team, that the entire defense or that kind of things which will be happen in a business too. If one person done a mistake, that will spoiling up entire business. Who are the depending on the business? The entire people will be spoiled and they have lost their assets. So next line is given. Simply put, an entrepreneur is the willingness to start a new business. You may be asking, what is a new business? What is the existing business and all? We want creating up a new things. We can take it up some of the example, usual example, uh, Ola, Uber, and Swiggy. So some kind of things we are always taking as an example. It is a new for the new market. It's a new business for new market. There is a two type of market. Is there existing market and a new market? New market in sense we have to create the new market. There is no established such kind of market. Existing market are it is already there. Existing market. There we are going to play one of the players. Already players are there. Business people are there. We take it up some automobile sector. Okay, automobile sector, it is there already. Is there already customers are there. What we are going to become an entrepreneur in automobile now? You take it up automated without driver. We can drive the car. That there is a navigation. There is a software they are installed. They are tested in Germany also. Such kind of technology. Who one is introduced? Na? He she is an entrepreneur in automobile sector. Wherever the business is there, some of the modifications, changes, some futures that and all we are added. Na? There also we become an entrepreneur. We take it up a simple one salt FMCG. Uh, we are taking salt in the food items and all. There also innovations are there happen. You are not aware. You are come across that path. You take a salt. Those days we are using of a impure salt. There is no pure salt and all. There is no crystal salt and all. It's a very impure salt we are used. Afterwards, it is innovations. It's a free flow salt. Once we are cut it up packet and pour the salt to the bottle or some of the vessels, it will be flowing like water. It's a crystal salt. Then some people are identified. R&D department continuously involving that kind of activities. They find out iodine is a must for the body. Then the people are a salt manufacturing company. They are adding up a salt. Now the people are identified again. It is coming out the result of the R&D. Every companies they are running of R&D department. They are involving of improvement changes. Some of the things it is favorable to the customer preference. They will be giving that kind of things. That is the role of the R&D department. Then only we can compete in the market. Without the innovations, without the changing of futures, modifications, we won't run a business, any kind of business, not only in a real estate, any one business. We are not at all updated. We want to survive in the field. Okay, R&D department now it is giving sodium chloride, NaCl. It is a salt. Okay, now they are introduced less sodium content salt is useful for the high blood pressure people. Okay, and the same way you have to take it up Horlicks, the other things and all FMCG product. There is no special product for the female. Okay, those days we are only using up Horlicks for energy drink for the children. That way we are using. Now it is see the high calcium content, woman Horlicks, junior Horlicks, different kind of things will happen because there is innovations. We are living with the existing business. We want to survival, and we have to make it up some of the future. We have to add it up the futures. So that is one of the basic things to become an entrepreneur. We maybe know the what is an entrepreneur entrepreneurship. I'm not going through the all the points and all. We have to take it up only one point. First point. So what is a relationship between the entrepreneur and entrepreneurship? The entrepreneur is a person. Entrepreneurship is a process. It will be applicable for all things. There also the people are making confusion. Who is what is an entrepreneur? Who is entrepreneurship? Whether it is entrepreneur or entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, it is a process. It is acting as a businessman. Entrepreneur, it is a person. Leader, it's a leadership. Similar kind of word only. You can take it up. This is kind of questions already asking who is an entrepreneur, who is an entrepreneur. Where I call it as entrepreneur, where I call it as a businessman. So this clarifications we have to take it up this slide. See what is the difference entrepreneur and a businessman. Definitions for the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is an individual having an exclusive idea to establish a new venture. Businessman, a businessman is an individual who established a business with an old business idea. I told you that the example of automobile sector. Already there is several car companies are there, car players are there. We are introducing up one of the car company. It is a businessman. Already existing market is there. Already existing players are there. We are also established one of the company. We are also businessman. Who is the entrepreneur? some of the software are introduced. No need of the driver, the automations. When we are started one place, which will be reaching the destination without driver. So that who one is introduced to that concept is an entrepreneur. There is a new market for the people. Okay. So this is a kind of differentiation between the entrepreneur and the businessman. A market position concern for the entrepreneur is a market leader. Entrepreneur is a market leader because there is no one player. It is a new person for the new market. We are not at all have any competitor at the initial stage. Uh, Businessman concern, businessmen are the market player. I told you already several players are there, business people are there. We are one among the people. Okay, market concern. Entrepreneur creates the market for his or her business ideas. So I told you there is no such kind of market. We have to create that a new product for the new market. Okay, another concept, new product for existing market. That kind of concept. This is a new product for new market. There is no market. We have to create the market. Okay. Again, we have to take it away in one example. KFC, we don't have such a kind of product in earlier days. Now they are launching, it become an MNC company, which is launching in several countries. The KFC is a chicken, some of the meals they are giving as a tiffin item, that kind of things they will be provided. So what is the innovation? We don't, we are already, we are eating up a chicken. We are so long ago onwards, we are taking up a chicken. But the form of presentation, the form of cooking, the form of taste, flavor, ingredient. That and all we never tasted. So it became an entrepreneur at some point in time, KFC. And again, you have to study of the culture of the people and the preference of the people, any kind of business. Again, KFC concern, if you are taking up India, they are doing business. They are not at all concentrating of a high, what do you call that, oil items and cheese item, they want giving up more. They are changing up the product model according to our business, our people taste. So we are always preparing up spices and some meals with the food items, with the chicken items. So that kind of flavor, that kind of items, they are modified according to the culture of the people. They will be providing, they will be doing a business. The same kind of spices without the cheese, they want to doing business in the European countries. That and all it's very tough task. Wherever we are started a business, we have to simultaneously study the market and the culture of the people and the preference, taste of the people and their respect, who they will be respecting, what is the religion, everything we have to focus. That is a different chapter. That is the environmental we have to analyze to any kind of business. You take it up another nature of the entrepreneur is a intuitive. Businessman concern are the calculative. So this is the dedicated and they have to initiated. Entrepreneur, they are the initiated of any existing business, some of the modifications, some of the feature we are adding, that is also we have an opportunity. There we are creating up a separate subset of the market. So that is called the initiative. And the risk factor concern is a high risk. Business concern, it is always high risk. But entrepreneur take it up a high risk because we never faced such kind of experience, new kind of product, new kind of people, whether they are prepared or not. Yeah, again, I try to give an example. That is a Coke product. You can refer it up YouTube also. Once upon a time, it was started. There was only 7 or 8 bottles only sold. Particular period, 3 months period, they are sold that kind of things. Okay. Afterwards, now see the fraction of second, there are billion count of the Coke bottles are selling. So what it mean that the starting time as an entrepreneur, Coke business they started time, there is selling only few bottles within a month of time. Okay, that is a risk factor. It may be failure, it may be a proceeding for success. That happened. We don't know the probability of a failure or success at the time of entrepreneur. Okay, that businessman concern, the probability is less. Anyway, we can survive because there is existing market. There is a identified, understand it, and experienced factor and all that we can realize. It's not a problem for the businessman. But it is a problem for the entrepreneur. They never faced such kind of experience. It's a big risk for the entrepreneur. And method of operations use uses unconventional method to run the business. We don't have a, conventional method. It is some of the rough track they have to follow. And the businessman concern, it is established one. The uses traditional method to run the business. Focus for the entrepreneur concern. Focus in the enhanced gives importance of customers, employees, and public. That all the business we are focused, we are serving for the public. The public, it means that the customers also there in the public. We are actually doing service for the customer. Whatever customer needs and wants are there, the needs and wants and all we have to fulfill it. Okay. That is a business. Whatever wants and needs are there, we have to fulfill up the needs and wants with our product and services. That is called the business. So always we are focusing on public, customers, and giving importance for the customers. That is a proverb: is the customer is the king in the market. Okay, there are several things you may be aware that one. And the businessman's concern focus is oriented towards the profit. Businessmen, they are not at all planning for long term. Some of the exemption cases are there that business people are started business for a long time. That is always there. And few of the things and less of the percentage only we have to focus profit oriented. We have to run it up business for a long time. That is proving of our goodwill. That is proving of our mission for the society. So that is what is the goal for entrepreneur? Entrepreneur are visionary and they set long-term goal. I told you that. Entrepreneur. So businessman focused on short-term profit. It won't be applicable for all the business people. There also it is long-term missionaries people are there. Business are all there. Okay, competition concern that entrepreneur is always the less competitor. It may be considered as a monopoly. You take it up Apple mobile, whatever the innovations or features are added or established, it is a monopoly. Okay. We are not at all have that kind of future with other product or with their competitor product, which we won't available that. So there is a less competitor in the business in the entrepreneur. And take the businessman concern, there is a heavy competition that is called the perfect competition. Are you following? Yes. Saravanan? Saravanan is audible? So we take it up why the people are choosing to become an entrepreneur, choosing as a career of entrepreneur. We take up several factors which is deciding a person become a choosing of entrepreneur career. You see that point. Greater need for independence. So that I'm usually with these knowing how we are doing a business, we need not depending on the others. We become independent. We have to take decisions. We have to expanding our business, modernization of business. Everything that can be do it after as an entrepreneur. When we are an employee for so and so company, we don't have that kind of freedom. Whatever the instruction is given, whatever ideas they are given, that we have to implementing our business. We take up another point, decide to have high financial rewards. When we are going as an employee, what they will be providing up salary, that only we are taking to home. Based on the salary, we have to planning of our expenses. Some month we have to savings most, some month we will have to deficits of our financial needs. So this is all happening. If we are become an entrepreneur, we can managing up any kind of fund wherever it's needed, wherever month it is needed more, wherever month it is less, that can be flexible for become an entrepreneur. There also side by side there is a heavy risk and all is there. We have to take it up the positive sense. And what are the other factors? Opportunity to handling a different aspects of the business. We are joined so company as an employee, suppose We have only marketing department is given. Right? We are only concentrating. We are implementing of idea in marketing department. But take it up an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur must be familiar with all the aspects, all the functional area of any industry. He must be a finance expert. He must be a operation expert. He must be a system expert. Everything. Even they are not at all an expert. They have to aware the knowledge. With the knowledge, they can hire the people of experts. Okay, the knowledge generally is a must. They can implement it for all the areas, irrespective of the specific one area. If you are become an entrepreneur, we can test it up all the field. We can generating up ideas. We are designing up a business. We can marketing. We can changing up marketing strategy. We have to analyzing of the competitor strength weakness. So these are all it's happening. Another factor, decide to implement new ideas. So whether it is existing business, suppose we are become an entrepreneur, we are running a business, then we are also become a businessman. Then we have to go for the another business. There is no market, there is no that kind of product already. So again, we are become an entrepreneur or a new business, new kind of business. To take it up a Wipro, I think Premji, who has started a business is the edible oil manufacturing company. At the time he was an entrepreneur. After he is a few years later on, he became a he is trying to introduce another kind of industries. He is trying to establish a new industries, new company. At the time, there is a hardware, computer hardware business is started. He involved a hardware business, computer hardware business. After there is improvement, he is diverting of software. There is a booming software. He tried to become a software company, software industry. They started. Afterwards, there is electric bulb manufacturing and soap manufacturing, electrical items. So all the kind which will be diversifications. Wherever they are entered with the new innovations, there itself they are call it as entrepreneur. Okay, here why I'm trying to give this example. Decide to implement new ideas. Now, we are not at all staying at one business. That one business is considered one idea. From there, we are settled. We are getting an income. Then we go for the another business. There also we are become government policies are also one of the factor which is influencing of a person become an entrepreneur. There are some of the government policy restrictions. We are not at all running a working as an employee. We are thinking of why we want working as employee because there is some of the restrictions. We have to go for the entrepreneur. So we take it up government policy concern when infrastructural facilities and financial assistance are offered by the government. It can be provide the individuals with better financial benefits as compared to the conventional jobs. Okay, where we are, this is already we have discussed. When we are going for a salary, we are getting up a minimum salary or what is the maximum, that is a fixed one. When we are started an entrepreneur, we are getting unlimited cash inflows. There are also risk factor also associated. Here, whether it's existing business people or the new individual people that are going to start a business, because government giving some of the incentives. You take it up solar panel manufacturing or take it up automobile concern, e-vehicle. Okay. E-vehicle or battery for e-vehicles. There are some subsidies given by the government of India because there is a shortage. The government which is creating policies to stimulating of the business, which needed for our future coming business trend of e-vehicles. So they are boosting some industries, MSME industries, giving some incentives through the government policy. So the people are converted or migrating to the another business. There they become an entrepreneur. That is another factor of government policies. Another factor, job insecurity. That usually we are knowing what is job insecurity and all. We have an experience of the people at the lockdown period. Okay, that and all is practical example. Many of the people are quit the job and started a small business, entrepreneur, software industries, all kind of industries. People are come out and started their own business because there is a job security. Okay, the people are planning to become entrepreneur. Now also the software people and all they are coming out and they started up a traditional agriculture business in their own country. They need another part rest. They need the stressless job. There is a less income. We are ready to do it. That kind of thing. They are switch over to another role of entrepreneur. So family business, this already our people running business. You take it up Ambani group business. Dhirubhai Ambani started a business, yarn business, and some of the trading business. Several experience in what a person. He started a business. Now you see the Mukesh Ambani, Anil Ambani, his younger brother. Now he's not at all in that scenario. He's a come out. Mukesh Ambani is running a business. Now started several business. After Dhirubhai Ambani, what it is given textile or some of the refinery industry is given. From there, he started a different kind of business. That is a conglomerate diversification is made by the Mukesh Ambani. Take it up on the Geo network that already started CMDA technology mobile system established started by Dhirubhai Ambani. Afterwards, now we are have experience with the Geo. He is a leading telecom sector in India. Whatever the things latest 5G and other things and all they are introducing, they become a market leader. So it is a given example for the family business. His father was started Dhirubhai Ambani Reliance Industry textile business for the group. Afterwards, Mukesh Ambani take over the business. It's a diversified. Geo Finance is started, and Reliance Fresh, Reliance Energy, several business are started. Okay, what the families are established from there, they are running the business. Afterwards, they are coming out on the new business. They have started a new market for the new business. Another factor, vision to leave a long-lasting mark. We have to make it up a certain mark for the society. That all the people have some of the visions. Simply, we are getting a salary, we are running family, we have children, we have to dedicate life for the children. That way, many of the people that people are living in the society. A few of the one or two rare cases, they will be making. We are living in the society. We have to make it up any mark. Okay, there's some quote Tamil. தோன்றுக திருக்குறள் தோன்றுக புகழோடு தோன்றுக அஃதில்லார் தோன்றலின் தோன்றாமை நன்று. This is applicable for the few of the people they are taking. They are making them some marks in the society. Now in that way they are converted in the entrepreneur. Here also I try to give some example. We know Abdul Kalam, former president of India. He is giving speech in our college, SA Engineering College. At the graduation day, he gave a speech about his experience. Where you are very much of happiness. Someone is asking question. Where you are very much of happy. Where you are realized your birth in the nation. He is answering. I invented several things. I launching satellite, other things, flight, aircraft, everything I designed. My contribution are there for that one. Nuclear fission tested. There also my contribution are there. There and all I'm not happy. I'm only happy with making one. Disabled people are using of some that artificial leg. Okay, already they are using artificial leg. There is no new and all. That Abdul Kalam thought it. I have experience. He have experience when you're watching a person wearing that artificial leg, which shows very heavy weight. When using and walking a person, it's very difficult. Already the person is disabled. With the weight, he or she is not able to moving easily. That tunnel he realized, Abdul Kalam realized. Then he is planned to invent something for that kind of burden we have to reduce. He invented some kind of things, innovated, weightless metal. At the same time, it should be a very strong. That kind of combinations metal he produced and making of that instrument, which is a very comfortable for the disabled people are wearing as an artificial leg. He said, "I'm only happy with that product innovation rather than the tested of nuclear fission, I launching of satellite. This, and that. They are not. He is not at all happy. So why I'm giving this one? He's making that kind of mark for the society. So that way the people become an entrepreneur. Another factor. We are talking about the positive of the entrepreneur. We have to take it up. We have to accept the uh, negative. Okay, negative also is there. Again, we have to take a positive aspects of entrepreneur career. Then wherever the positive is there, there is always some of the negatives are there. We take it up. Entrepreneur enjoy the decision making power. This and all we are both read. We know what is the advantage of the entrepreneur. We take it up a negative. Where we are saying it is very strong. That is, we are considered as a weak. Okay, decision making it is easy. Then if decision making is goes wrong, it is a negative. Okay, when we are taking good decision, it's a positive. To take what it is given, despite being a boss, entrepreneur is not a real boss of him or herself. He or she has to work as part of a decide of financiers, suppliers, customers, laborers, and so on. It's a big, it's a true one. Nowadays, the people are ready to start a business. They are ready to invest the money, but if they don't have a sufficient or a caliber people, we may know the people are coming from the North India. Here, the North Indian people are working. A lot of people are working in real estate concern. There are a lot of North Indian people are working, and the department store also. Wherever we are moving, there are all North Indian people are working. Why I'm quoting this word? So it is easy to starting a business. It is tough to getting people to managing a business. Here, it's the local people are not interesting to joining up this kind of work. If you are asking the salary and all less, the other comfortably is not there. This that and all is negative only they are quoted. No one people are willing to joining up such kind of business. So we are depending upon other state people, and other people are very eager to joining up as a labor at low salary because that salary is not available in their states. This is the fact. Okay, as an entrepreneur, even we are the boss, we have to depending on the financier. We don't have a sufficient fund to start a business. We have to get it of help from the banks. We have to get it of help from the non-banking financial company. We have a finance. We have to get it of help, and almost we depends on the customers. Everything which is doing for the customer. If there is no customer, our customer is not satisfied with our product and services, our customer volume is decreasing day by day. That is also one of the negative for even we are the boss, we are the entrepreneur, we can take it up decision. That and all it's not at all use. It become a negative why we are choosing our entrepreneur. That way we are maybe thinking of. Sometimes due to the limited resources, operational activities tend to be limited, which will create sense frustrations in the entrepreneur. Yes, we have to coordinate up every resources. There are 6 M and all we are quoted in management people. Men mention material, method, market, money. So these are called the resources for any kind of business. We have to coordinate. We have to arrange. It's not easy to coordinating up everything. It is a very toughest task. As an entrepreneur, have to concentrate in these aspects. It become frustrations. You need not spend the time to their house, family, so they have to live in this business. Another negative, as it's not necessary that whatever entrepreneur face happens in the same manner. Frustration, depreciations, and involved risk. This analysis know very well. Already we discussed at the beginning of the session. The high risk associated with the entrepreneur rather than the businessman. What are the personalities needed? We think it up for leaders. What kind of leadership qualities are needed? Characteristics are needed. That's another we discuss. Same way, we needed of certain characteristics, personality. Okay, personality is the needed for the successful entrepreneur. Okay. Desire for responsibility. We have to eager. We have to dedications. We have to feel as a deep sense of the personal responsibility. It has a full responsibility about the entrepreneur. Apart from the entrepreneur, there is no one taking up responsibility in a business. He or she is a responsibility person. Whether the business are success, he is getting up credit. The business will failure, he has to take the other things. preference for the moderate risk. So everywhere there is a risk are there. We have to calculate a risk, how much we have to take it up risk and how we can maximum reducing of risk. This and all happen with the experience of the previous people, with the experience of the policy making people, with the experience of predeterminations of result. And we have to scanning environment scanning, government policy, everything we have to make it up considerations to reducing up risk. If we are not aware the external factor, that tunnel it's a high risk and we have to take it up a high risk. The moderate risk in sense we have to moderate risk in kind of environmental scanning. That factor we have to analyze. What kind of factor which will be affecting of our business. That and all we have to list out. That and all we have to become ready to face a kind of problem. It is given entrepreneurs reduces the most risk by building a solid business plan for the venture. Always they are preparing about venture business or partnership firm. It's already taking one person maybe a very sound knowledge of a business or the marketing skill or the money capacity. Wherever there may be a strong, that we will be balanced. That way we can reducing of the risk. What a business proposal comes in as an entrepreneur, what we have to think it up a step by step. A business proposal usually aims to answer the following questions: who you are and what your company does. Actually, what kind of things we have to think it up first of all. One statement I have to share with you. When we are, there is a press meet with the business forum, Mumbai. Media people are asking Mukesh Ambani. So, what is your tips for the entrepreneur or young people? What is your tips on that? He simply says one word: um, getting a problem is a problem. What it means? Once you are conceived an idea, you become an entrepreneur. Several people are helping for you to solve the problems. That problem, that business in sense, we are getting up an idea. That idea should be a solution for the customer's needs and wants. So that is called the business. So it is not easy to getting an idea. Everyone can't be able to getting an idea. It is a fraction of time by the experience, some of the environment situations. There and all it will be arised automatically. So they have become a businessman. So once you are conceiving an idea, you have an idea, that valid idea, that until itself become a businessman. Without idea, you can't become a businessman. So what he says, getting a idea, getting a problem is a problem. Where the people are inconvenient, where the people are needs, where people are needed, that we have to think it of the uh, customer point of view. Then you get it idea, you are become a entrepreneur. So what is the company does it means you have to what the customers are expecting. Already existing product is there. There is a mobile market. You take it up. Several companies are there. Even there is a sales are increasing day by day increasing. We have a mobile again. One mobile is using and mobile is a damaged and there is no certain feature what they are expected. Now the updated version 5G is coming. Some of the mobile are not supporting. We have to go for the another mobile. So companies are coming and they are adding up some of the future. They are keeping on the sales volume increasing way. So they have to concentrate. So what is the customer need? That is the first thing rather than what we are going to do. Okay. Problem your buyer faces. That is coming second. What I am giving this kind of thing is giving a second one. What is the problem of your buyer faces? So that is the first thing you have to think it up. Then only we have to take it up first point as a second. What our company can do. Okay. The third one is given solutions. Is whatever we are find the solutions. That should be a very comfortable, very uh, friendly users. Okay. There is no complication. There is no uh, unsecure. When we are using mobile, where they suddenly the battery charging time that will be burst, that will be blasting of the mobile. It is not at all a safe one. Even there is several feature, even there is a low price or other things and all is there. It is not comfortable for use for the public. No one is going to buy. So that I think. And And automobile again take it up. 9 hours is launching time, and several cars are booked. After there was one problem, long journey time, the engine will be ceased fire. Okay, the booking and all cancelled. Then they are stopping up on manufacturing. They find out what is the problem and all. Then checking. Then there are modifications. Then there will be productions launching. So that and all we have to identify simultaneously what the customer are preferring, what the customer feel about our product. That is one point in the business. And estimate of resources. Not already 6 a.m. and all. So again, it is given in a different manner. Time it is one of the resources. Money, equipment, and material. This is a manufacturing concern. You take it up materials, methods. Market it is common for the service sector or manufacturing sector. And that and all, it's a very estimated manner we have to use. There is a material management. There is one chapter. We don't have a carrying of excess of material. We don't have a shortage of material. There is also losses are incurred. We have to maintain up a sufficient resources. There is no shortage. There is no excess. Excess and also unnecessary investment. Shortage also, which is disturbing of our production system. Another point, confidence in the ability to succeed. Wherever we are enter the business or another thing, we have to think it up. We have much more confidence. So without confidence, we won't success any business. So that is also needed for the personality of the entrepreneur. Desire for immediate feedback. We have to correct it ourselves, and we have to get the feedback from the customers, business, a partner, other stakeholders. Where we are doing business, there also we have to get it up feedback. Where I am wrong, where I am right. That it is more important. If we are not correcting of our mistakes, wrong, that will be spoiling our business. This is a given, one of the things. Optimistics, pessimistics is a given. The both are the level, vessel level is level C is level under equal level. Where is active, where is inactive? You take it up, first one is a very active. Hands under it's rising upward. Take second pessimistics, even there is a full, they feel it up negative only. They are not at all positive. That is very sadness. Given what is optimistic concern is seeing positive everything, whether it is possible to win, whether it is possible to run a business. That anything, even there is some of the lacking, we don't see the lacking. We are only looking on the positives. The pessimistic people always, wherever we are giving a full facility, they are only thinking about the where is a lacking, something is a lacking. That only we are not performing. In that way, there will be looking on the negative only. Another personality character, high level of energy. It is needed for the business. Without energy, we won't run a business. Without energy, we won't work it up anywhere. We need a more energy. We have to concentrating up our mind and health. So that energy level we are not missing it. At any business or industries, we won't tire it. So entrepreneurs are more energetic than the average persons. Long hours and hard work are the norms the following for success. Okay. That it is happen for the entrepreneur. When we have started a business newly, we are spending more time to the development of our institution, development of our business, organization. Skill at organizing. So coordinations and arranging skill is a must. If something is wrong, something is lagging, we have to organize. If I take some of the manufacturing company, they are depending on only the two vendors. If one vendor is only one vendor, the one vendor is a mistaken, which will be spoiling up the business. They have to deal with 3-4 vendors. Even we are buying up 100 units, we have to sharing up the 50 units one vendor, 25 units another vendor, another 25 units another vendor. We have to depending of that manner. Then only we have success. We take it up European people on the global example. European people depending on the Chinese, the imports are more from the China. There is a cold war between China and America. The tax concern, wherever the tax are increased by the US government, the same way they are increasing of American product in China. that kind of Cold War is going on. That where I am giving the example that depending on China, sorry, that I try to give an example. Depending China, European countries are depending China for their imports rather than the India. Now there is a problem with the China and the US. The people are planning wherever the problem with the US that European people are also joining with the American. Again, they are joining with American against China. They are planning to increasing of importing commodity or value from the India. India is the substitute for the China in the international business answer. Whatever they are exporting, same kind of things they are exporting, but they are depending more on China. Now they are realized. Then they are coming to India side. They are sharing up the importing proportionate 100% from the China to 50% or 70% India, 30% China. In that way, they are moving. So, why I'm giving this example, we have to, uh, depending on the few people, not one people, any kind of business. If you're depending on that people are failure, we can't find the alternative on day, on time. So that is called the skill at the organization. We have to ready to any kind of situation. We have the handling of the situation. Future orientations. What we are planned for the business. That what is a forecasting of the business. After 10 years, what will happen? After 20 years, what will happen? This kind of industries, whether it's real estate or whether another FMCG or power sector, whatever, and we are involved as an entrepreneur. Our business people obviously they are focusing on long-term planning. Okay. After 10 years, what will happen in this industry? This industry is have scope, future, another 10 years, 20 years. That and all they will be planning. That is the role of top management. Okay. So it's given entrepreneur have will define a search for the opportunity. That is the example is given Wipro company. They have started a edible oil manufacturing. Now we see they have covered the entire market. They are conglomerate diversification organizations. So they have to always find out the opportunity wherever the opportunities are there. Now the Indian companies, Indian people, Indians are try to starting up business chip manufacturing. We are depending of European countries. Sorry, we are depending of Thailand. I think I'm correct. It's Thailand and American. We are depending of cheap importing for India. This is a necessary for automotive sector and other sector. Now the government, Indian government already is a planned created policies. Some of the policies created. Now the people are established to enter in the chip manufacturing. Take it up Vedanta group, related, the familiar word is Vedanta. They have a tie-up with the foreign company. They have breached the contract. Newly they are going to CG Power, that is Murugappa Group. They are also started in the chip manufacturing. Several companies they are entered into the another scenario of the chip manufacturing industry. So we have to focus the future, what it will be happening, whether we are survival with this one or we have to modification, we have to divert new business, and we have to check it up simultaneously. That is the role of top management. That another one is personality for the entrepreneur, high degree of commitment. It is also it's a common for commitment wherever it's not only for the entrepreneur, it's a leader. It's even the students also you take it up commitment. Without commitment, you won't getting up a good mark. University rank holder and all you won't become. Tolerance for ambiguity. So whatever confusions, uncertainty, that and all we have to face it up. That frustration or whatever things we have to tolerance of any ambiguity. There is no highest one rather than the our life. Okay, the asset and the other things and all it's a secondary. When we are losing our assets, we can get it up. When we are losing our family, we want to get it up. When we are losing our life, we want to getting it back. Okay, so apart from that, anything we have to ready to face it up. Again, there is one example, coffee day. He is also an entrepreneur. We are always tasted coffee. We are have a coffee at home, shop and all. We are tasted several years. That there is one innovations. Why we can't provide a coffee And Coffee Day is established that kind of thought, innovation start. So already they are involved coffee seeds, manufacturing, cultivations and exporting business is done by founder chairman is not more. Siddhartha. Siddhartha. I'm right? Siddhartha. Am I right? Siddhartha, Coffee Day owner, founder chairman. Okay. Today the person is already, this is a family business. The coffee seeds are cultivating and exporting for the foreign country. And he thought it up, why can't we are selling up coffee seeds? We can start it up another company that is a vertical integration of business. They are started a coffee day business. He started a coffee day business. He never faced such kind of experience. Coffee maybe 100 rupees, 200 rupees. Now I don't know what is the price of the coffee. Uh, that at all is run successfully, and they are captured in several states, several places. They are captured the market. They are established one special system for coffee alone. Okay, which is used by the customer as a meeting point. The business people are taking on table. They will be discussing their business. The cinema the cinema industry people also they are discussing where to meet, what to meet, where to meet, how to we'll do it up well, how we can executing of our plan. Everything which will be planning it, a little office for the people of Coffee Day we are using. Okay. I never have such experience, but I got it up. The word of mouth, I got experience. The people are going to inside of the Coffee Day. No one is disturbing. There is a service people are bearer is there. Won't asking sir what you want and all. When they are calling, that time only they are presenting. That service people that time only presenting. Sir, then what you have, what you want and all, they will be asking. Unless they want disturbing of the people are sitting in the Coffee Day table. So that kind of system are established. Why I that kind of example is giving tolerance for the ambiguity now. So that kind of successfully running is economist person, is a background business people, is a father-in-law is Krishna, Karnataka ex-CM. So very good family. That family is not at all able to, the person that is not able to meet such kind of problem. There is one another company, I think software company, the stock are sold for another company. There is a ED enforcement problem. He is not at all able to solve the problem. That is also possible to solve that kind of problem and all. But he is very depressed. That kind of person very depressed. He committed suicide. That we are maybe aware that person committed suicide. When we are taking a balance sheet of the company, the assets value is more than the three times more than the liability values. He does not have a problem to solving such kind of problem. He can do it, but there is no tolerance. Some kind of situations, he is a committed suicide and all. He is not no more. That business is taken over by his family member. I think so. So that is a thing. Tolerance is important. Tenacity. There is obstacles. Is there constraint, restrictions, anything, any mode of way it will be reaching us. Government policy, some of the supplier disturbance, some of the competitions, anything which will be happen. That until we have to start it out, we have to keep trying. Okay, we want losing up our confidence. The another thing we are discussing personality and characteristics. The both of the cases are similar. The personality is a like a policy. The characteristics is a must. It's a law. This is a thing. Both of the cases is interchangeable points only. Okay, whether it is a personality, whether it's a character, it is needed for the success of a business. As an individual, we have to develop such a thing. That is called the enhancing of the skills. Whether you are involved of civil industries or power sector, cement sector, steel sector, wherever you are involved, you needed of certain characteristics to success of a business, to success as an entrepreneur. Okay. Curiosity, we have to think it up, we have to find out something, we have to do it up something for society, we have to keep on mind, we have to do something The curiosity is a must. What is the problem? Why the people are having this? That kind of you have to think it up. Like Abdul Kalam, I give an example for the light metals with a strong quality. Uh, he is a strikeout that time. Why the people are having that kind of problem? What we have to do it? What kind of solutions they can give it up? So that kind of curiosity is needed. Okay. Out of the profit making, we have to think it up. 70% we have to think it up the service for the society. Professionalism. Wherever we are going, doing business, they needed a certain culture, professionalism. Again, we have to take it up hardships. One of the examples, some of the sweet stall, it's Karamur Srinivasa, hardships, Adiyar Bakery. This kind of people until we take it up. We similar kind of product we are tasted from the small shop there and all, they are taken the kind of things. We see the professionalism concern, wearing of a cap, a head cap, gloves, mask, some of the things, and how they are personally serving for the customers, how politely they are answering. So this is the professionalism is another part of success of the business, any kind of business. In what way we are answering for the customer. Okay. So that and all. In what way we are servicing for the customers. That should be a professionalism. As a manager, you should be act as a manager. A doctor, lawyer, or the civil engineer. We have the some of the ethics and professionalism for engineers. What kind of things we can do, what kind of things we want to do, what is our responsibility. So in that way, you have to behave it is called professionalism. Passion. So everywhere it is needed. Even a person is working as an employee, he is not at all willing to continue for as an employee. His passion is become a businessman, entrepreneur. Now quit the job. Already given example, software industry people and all, they are earning more and more lakhs per month. They don't have a peace of mind. Even they are not at all compromising their life. They are coming to their native and they're planning for making of own business. And a few months back, I have seen on news TV. Uh, Bangalore, a person settled from the Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. He is settled in Bangalore. He is working as an engineer. He is a somewhat topmost post. He is working, getting a more salary, uh, maybe 5 lakhs or 6 lakhs, 10 lakhs, whatever maybe. He is not satisfied. What he has a passion. Why we want is spending up our life with other company? Why can't we start a new company? Now he started a company, soda company. The soda is started. Already we have a experience of soda, Kohli soda, color soda, orange soda. Afterwards, there is a MNC company, Pepsi, Coke, and all is common. There is a different quality, flavor, orange flavor, lemon flavor, Coke flavor, several flavors are comes. Even the person, I give an example person, is come out from the software industries from the Bangalore, he settled in Coimbatore, started a business, different flavors that local made product, which is very much competitive with the MNC product like Coke, Pepsi, and all. That way is improved because of the quality and taste and hygienic. And one more thing, so in that way, he is comfortable with the Coimbatore. He started. You can check it up YouTube also. You have to check it out Google. Also, you check it out. The person is a several flavor. He is a producer. Maybe taking up a break-even point is not at all making profit right now. You take always the corporate company it says the 3 to 5 years is needed to break even point. What it means by break even point now? We are investors crore and crore fees business. We won't get up immediately profit. Okay. They again are given Pepsi, Coke company 1854 before its launching time. Only 5 bottles, 6 bottles only sold now. See, is it possible to getting up a profit? It's not at all. Now see the what is a profit? It's a million, billion, trillion dollar they are turnovering, getting a profit on that throughout the world. So in that way, it takes 5 years hardly for the manufacturing company concerned getting a profit. Before the 5 years, they are not at all getting a profit. It's a loss making, not even getting a break even. No profit, no loss. That kind of situation is called the break even point. It takes 5 years once we have started a company for the manufacturing company. That service sector is not applicable. Then that needed the passion as one of the characteristics for the successful entrepreneur. Product or services knowledge. We won't simply going to start a own business. We must develop the knowledge. We must develop the interest. I give an example. The soda manufacturing person is not at all have a knowledge of the product. You can't start a business. Have an idea, concept, what kind of flavor, what kind of bottling, what kind of labeling, what kind of ingredient, where we have to market, who is our market customers, everything they have to plan. They are having an idea. A person have an idea, then only you are going to start. Without product and service knowledge, you won't start the business. You won't survive the business. Even you don't have, you have to develop any kind of knowledge related with business. Adaptability. Wherever the changes are happen, again it's we take it up lockdown period. Everything which will be lockdown, we won't, no one is roaming outside of the house, no shops, no essential commodity. You don't think it of luxury commodity. Essential commodity is also not available. Edible oil, rice, or dal, whatever things, it is not available. All the shops are closed. When we are approaching a shop, the shops are closed. One person from the inside getting a bill and taking up all these things and all. It is very much of queue we have to wait, and very much of time we are spending there. And some of the shopkeepers, they're using this kind of scenario as a high price setting of product. So that analysis happen. So that also given one lesson for the industry people and public also. It's the e-commerce are booming and all the small company and all, they will be using of e-commerce. Whatever we needed, we can book it up, we can place the order online. It will be reaching our home. There is no disturbance, there is no waiting time. And that all the things which will be easily adaptability of the customer as well as the small firm or major industry also, they are using increasing of e-commerce. They are doing business than the e-commerce than the physical transaction. Another characteristic is decision making ability. We must develop the decision making ability by the experience. With the support of the experts people are there. We have to get it up of opinion of the experts. Everything which will be possible, it is not at all a one easy, it is not at all a very tough kind of task. Only thing we have to getting idea what kind of business we have to do it. That is the first thing. Once you are completed that step, everything which will be a uh, go through easily with the hiring people, whoever the very expert, whoever the very uh, caliber people for designing, for the marketing, for the production, for procuring of quality material. So everything which will possible to hiring of expert people. The only thing, the idea generation is a must. Taking risk already, high risk, high return is there. We are enjoying up of more profit at the same time. Maybe uncertainty, there may be losses that also happen. Take it up Aircel company. Aircel company, we have a experience of different in the telecom sector, Atham, Dapamo, uh, Aircel, this and all. So what happened? The Aircel, you are very, all of us, we are very familiar with the Aircel company because we have experience with the Aircel company. Suddenly, which is shut down the business. It's a loss. How it has happened? It's high risk. When it started, there is no risk. He's also running, he's also making a profit and several customers, lakhs and lakhs people of customers for ads. That and all happened. It's smooth business are going on there. No problem at all. There is a uncertainty happen. There is a trend created risk. What kind of trend it is created risk? Geo launched, Mukesh Ambani launched a Geo network. So it is not at all a risk. If you are fixing a price for Geo network, there is no risk for other telecom sector. It is only one tricks done by the Mukesh Ambani. Is a giving free of cost network. 1 GB per day, you can take it up. for 3 months, 2 months, only you are recharging of limited or free. There is not a limited charge and all. It's a free. You can recharging of Geo network. You are getting up a data card. You need not pay spending of money. What it will be happen? Is a launching time. There is a TRAI is there, Telecom Authority, Telecom Regulation Authority of India. Telecom Regulation Authority of India, which is monitoring and regulation system for the telecom sector. Okay. Even though they are giving offer, some of the loop line they will be using. Sir, Pongal festival we are giving offer. Diwali festival we are giving offer. 1 or 2 months they can be giving a free offer. They will be using nearly 6 months more. They are giving a free offer. What it will be happening that other players in the telecom sector will be failure. They are not able to meet the day-to-day expenses. They are not able to pay the salary for the employees. That kind of circumstance, the axle which will be a closed loss-making company, that will be spoiled. The only one player is a stable Bharati Airtel because he is also big giant in the telecom sector. He is not a small company. He is giving a tough to the Geo still now. Okay. Birla Group, Vodafone, Idea Vodafone is a Birla Group. They are also not able to getting up overcome their losses. Still, they are making a loss. This is a trend create risk. Once we are become entrepreneur, we are running a business. Afterwards, there is a such kind of problem which will be arises that we have to focus. Persistence. We have to be confident. Okay. And, that was given example. Siddhartha story is given. Failure is not the end of the world. Failure is not the end of the world. Except our life, that our life we are losing, it won't be getting back. Okay, rest of things and we can establish. No one doubt. The failure is not end of the world. Wherever you are losing of your confidence, you won't live with the losing of your confidence. You have to overcome from that kind of losing confidence. You have to very persistence, very confident, continue to success. Till to success, you have to keep on your confidence. Now, what kind of skill is needed? Whatever we are discussed, what are the characteristics needed for the successful entrepreneur personality? And we are seeing your skill. What are the skills are needed for business and the entrepreneur? Business knowledge, what already we have discussed, whether it's a product or services, that kind of knowledge is more important. For even we are not at all aware that business knowledge, we have to create, we have to learn, we have to take a time to study the field or domain area. Unless otherwise, you won't enter this kind of business. That is more important. Communication and listening skills. So this is we are called as of organization structure. Take it up corporate people. It's called the communication organization structure. We have to define the responsibility roles where we have to communicate. Who is giving instructions? Who is the subordinate? Who is the boss? That kind of things we have to structure. And we have the getting of opinion of the there is a leadership style is different from the democratic leadership, autocratic leadership, free reign leadership. Democratic leadership concern, we are getting up ideas, opinion from the subordinate level. Okay, whether we are used or not, whether we are implemented or not, we have to get it up ideas. We have to analyze whether it is suitable or not. That also we have to consider it. It is not a problem on that. That again, I give you one example. Take Panama Canal, you may be aware where it is North America, South America. Between the North and South America, between there is a Panama Canal is there. Now it is created canal. Before there is no canal, it is connected with North America, South America. And the people are thinking of if the shipping and all travel now, they take a huge travel to surround the South America. They have to cover it entire South America, they have to cover it, and they have to cross the Pacific Ocean to the other Asian country, other countries. And all. So it's a heavy expenses for the international business concern. They think it up. Why can't we cut it up this land path between the South America and North America? Several scientists and civil engineers, people are given suggestion. It is very risky. One side of sea, it's a very high density. Another side, it is a less density. When we are cutting up land part, the high density water flowing for low density, some of the area which will be immersed in the sea. So several people given. The only one person is think it up a different manner. Later on, he is giving an idea. So we can't cut it up. It's like a tank shape, step by step. It's like a step by step. You have to fill it up the water one level of the tank that will floating and another level. It's like a step by step or what do you call that? Some of the tank shape, one tank shape is a partition, and the one ship is traveling. It's traveling on one tank on the water, and then will be moving another tank. It's a tank, water tank shape. It's a design. We check it up the detail. So it won't disturbing of the environment. It is helping for the international business. Shipment process nowadays also using a quick transporting and cost cutting and all is happening. This and all possible by these ideas. This can be possible by the thinking. These are all happen because of that thing. So both the communication and the listening. Listening, why giving this example? Listening in sense, we are the boss, we are the scientists, we are the highest post holding people. We know everything. That is very wrong. We have to get it up. Small people also they have a small idea. That idea it is a uh, good help for the some successful entrepreneur. Some problem will be sorted out through the kind of small ideas. So that's why I'm giving this example. It's a banana can is created. So several people are opposed. It's not at all advised to one. And there is one person is giving their own idea that will be successfully implemented. And now it is economically and time the time aspects also. It is a useful manner. It's going on nowadays. One person innovations and ideas, and one person's opinions got it of authority, which will be implemented. Still, it will be helping for the human being for lifelong. That project. What are the other skills that are needed? Leadership and teamwork. These are also common for the. Without teamwork, there is no success of any uh, business. Leadership, there are three kind of leadership. I told you, autocratic, free reign, and democratic leadership. Is given. So it will be applicable wherever it's suitable. That kind of leadership we have to apply. Or we are classified two types of employee-oriented leadership and production-oriented leadership. Two kind of leadership also we are teaching to the students. So, production-oriented leadership and employee-oriented leadership. The production-oriented leadership, they are not bothered about the uh, employees' problems. They are only focused the output. Whatever happened in your personal life, whatever reason for your late, whatever reason for your late absenteeism, I'm not bothered about it. Whatever target is given that you have to achieve. So that kind of leadership is called the production-oriented leadership. Employees-oriented leadership is a listening of the employer's problem, personal problem or organization professional problem. He is a listening and he try to giving up a solution for that one, and they will be adjusted. Okay, if it's not possible today, you take leave, you complete it up for your task within a time. You take overtime of tomorrow, after tomorrow. In that way, they are giving up a very kind person for the employee, which will be helping in future and long term also. The kind of people never leave that kind of organization. We are carrying up such kind of practices that employees don't leave from our organization. So that yeah, I want to suggest that this is the suitable, this is not suitable, and all. Based on your industries, you have to apply that kind of leadership. And the leadership on a team skill is important. Another skill, time management and organizing skills. Time it is important nowadays. It's a fast-moving world. We have to follow the time. We are not at all following the time. If we want to compete the competitor, our business will be spoiled because of not maintaining the time. Okay. Nowadays there is logistics. It's a booming. Whatever we are making product that should be dispatched, that will be reaching to the customer spot on time. If you are not reaching on time, our business will be losing. If I take it up, Uber, Ola app developer, they are doing business. Now newly one Rapido, Rapido app is developed. You think it up, already big giant are there. Geo, Ola, Uber, and all is there. How we can survive? How? Why we are choosing up this field? And all you may be thinking of. See, Rapido is not at all thinking that way. They are enter the field. They are facing up that new existing people, players, and giving the somewhat changes are doing the business. What the changes are done? If they are booking within a 5 minutes, they are not getting the ₹5 will be refunded, whether it is feasible or not. The strategy that some of the concepts, some of the procedures they are added with the existing business, that is also it is a entrepreneur. Now he is covering up an entire market rather than the Uber and all it's a down. Then Ola is a somewhat is a moderator. Now it is a late started company, Rapido. Now it's a booming up. So this is happened because of the some of the innovations. What innovations is given? Some of the profit margin is sharing to the drivers, and one code is added within a 5 minutes. You are not getting that. We will refund the ₹5 for every 5 minutes. 1 minute. Not clear that one. So that kind of concept developed. It won't happening for the Ola Uber. Time factor it is important. That's why I'm giving out the example. If you are not at all getting a vehicle within a 5 minutes, there will be refunded. This kind of practice also followed in European country or Japan. I heard, but I'm not at all experienced that one. The train concern, public utility train concern, we are confirmed train. The train is not reached on the spot on time as per the schedule of the railway department. They will be refunded some percentage of money to the customers. We won't apply that kind of policy in India. We won't getting that policy. If we are applying that policy, we will get the entire amount, whatever we are booking a ticket for, that will be given to the government of India. Government become the last making sector, railway Indian railway. So the time management is more important. It is also taken as a competitive advantage. If you are a failure to deliver product on time, if you are failure to completion of a project on time to customer, that automatically the customer will change out to the another player, another business people. They will be moving to another business people. Then we are never getting chance. Okay. So what is the management organizational skills? Prioritizations and goal setting, multitasking, decision making, collaborations. In this case, we have to prioritizations, which is the first we have to think it out, which is we have to first we have to start it out, which is we have to first we have to arrange it. That way we have to think it out. Goal setting it is a common. Always there is a goal and the object is a different categories. Before goal setting is the first one. To achieve the goal, we have to setting up objectives for different department. What is the day-to-day, weekly basis objectives? They have to fixing. Once the objectives are done, it's a success. That automatically goal will be success. Multitasking. Okay. The person is doing right or wrong. When you are running a company, when you are starting a business, there is a different department. The department people are doing their business or the other things, whether they are doing it right or wrong. How we can evaluate it without knowledge of a particular field? Okay, knowledge is more than enough. The output of all we have to analyze whether it's right or wrong to our experience. Okay, decision making is more needed for the entrepreneur. Collaborations, where we are strong, where we are weak. Suppose we are weak in some area, we have to get it up collaborations. We are not at all strong in R&D department. We have to approach the R&D department on the outside, not necessarily running up R&D department in one organization. And automobile again, automobile sector, Anand Anand Magendra is giving one of the designing of car. He's approaching an American company. They are charging up crores and crores rupees. He is not at all planning. That is also on decision making. He is not spending more money for designing of car. And he approached the Indian company. They planned one. They designed car. That car model is a success. Okay, forget the car the design model. Well, somewhat Scorpio. So somewhat brand. So that is a familiar. That is also decision making. That is also prioritization. Where we have to give it up, where we have to make it up more, which is the best. That kind of decision is important. Okay. Collaborations, that is also applicable. We are not at all a strong designing of a car. We have to depending on the outside outsourcing. Whether the people are very expert, we have to give a designing and we have to choose the best one. So we have to analyzing skill. We have to choosing skill or decision making skill, which is the right one, which is the wrong one. We won't take it up a wrong one choice or model, which again it will be spoiling of business. That skill is important, which is a success one, which can be not success. Customer service skills. Customer service skill, we have to understand the customer. Already I told you, customer is a king in the market. We are servicing for the customer. Okay, what is the customer needs? We have to identify. What is the customer feedback? What the customer expectations? Everything we have to identify. We take it up. Customers service skills are essential for business. Not only become an entrepreneur. See, the marketing concept is one of the elements for the input of the organization. Already we have discussed the 6M. In that, 1M is a market. Okay. Market, it is a 1M. We are considered as an input before manufacturing of goods and services. Why we are considered is a input? We are thinking of once we are product manufacturing goods services. Afterwards, we are looking at all market. Why we are before we have to study the market? It is important. We are considered as a input before product and services producing. We have to conduct the market survey. Who are the market player? Who are our competitor? What is their strategy? What are the preference by the customer in our competitor product? What are the customer preparing price level? Everything which will be conducting survey, which will be applicable to all the sectors. Not only that real estate, power, cement, whatever. Everywhere, the automobile, everywhere we have to conduct the study to collect the data. Based on that, we have to take it up the decision making. Unless we are not bothered about the customer, we are not bothered the customer culture, preference, taste, this and all we are not bothered. The consumer behavior we have to study. So unless it will be failure business model. Okay. Customer service skills including connecting with potential customers, conducting periodical discussions, getting constructive feedback. So, what is a potential customer? Actually, what is a demand? Demand and supply, we are familiar with the word. Demand, it means that purchasing power with the willingness to buy the product. So, only willingness of the product, it won't be considered as a demand. You don't take it up as a demand. Based on that, you won't produce your goods and services. You have to think it up always whether the person, the willing person, have the potential capacity. That means a buying capacity. Or the buying capacity, whether he or she have an income, whether he or she have a surplus investment. So this is all it indicates potential customer. Simply willingness alone, it is there. It won't be worked for a business. I like to buy a flight now. It's not a. I'm not a potential customer. I don't have a money to buy a flight. Okay. So you have to identify who is a potential customer. The buying power, that means the purchasing power with the willingness to buy the product. It is called the demand. So with the potential customer, we have to identify the potential customer and conducting periodic discussions, feedback. So that is more important. quality customer service is increasing loyalty. When we are bothered about the customer, once we have sold the product, after sales, we have to give a services that increasing of a company loyalty. Stress management skills. That Siddharth example, another given same example, we have to take it up. Wherever stress, that stress we have to overcome it. We have to find out the alternative one. Unless it will be spoiling of our mind will be spoiled. Our decision will be goes wrong, and the employees are taking a wrong decision. Everything which will be goes wrong. Okay. The stress we have to properly handle as a subordinate or the entrepreneur. It's handling skill, emotional intelligence. Okay. We are very familiar about the artificial intelligence. Same way there is emotional intelligence. The human being have emotions. That emotions we have to sort it out. Given example, production oriented leader or employee oriented leader, the same kind of things. It will be helping for stress management. So we are bothered about the employees, subordinates. They will bother about our company. They will bother about our boss. If we are not bothered, they won't bother about our company. This and all we have to go through this. Different programs are conducted. EDP, so Entrepreneurship Development Program. This is the initial stage for the entrepreneur. We have to attend a certain programs which will give the inputs. What is the advantage? Where we have to getting up facilitating uh, benefits, what the schemes are available from the government side, everything which will be sharing through the programs, EDP, Entrepreneur Development Program. So, what are the objectives of EDP? Is given managerial skill of entrepreneurship. So, improving management. We have a skill, we have a interest, certain business. When we are attending some program, entrepreneurship development program, which will give some inputs to helping for our business. What we are conceived ideas, that ideas which will be getting an input from this kind of program. Generate self-employment for youth. This is another thing when we are conducting such a program, the people are become entrepreneurs, which will create the opportunity, job opportunity. Per capita will increase and economy of the country will be increased. That is another sequence. Development of a small and medium unit for the generations and the dispersals of ownership. So now we have only few people are Tata, Birla, or Ambani, Adani. This kind of people only have a business people. They are only doing a business. Once we have become an entrepreneur, we have created an entrepreneur through the program. These people also one getting an idea. They also become a number one business people later on. Take it up another generation, their generations getting up that kind of level. So disposals of the business, it, holding up few people only holding that authority or the power doing of business. When we are conducting such a program, each and every people they think it up, they are creating up ideas, they are involving up a business, entrepreneur, which will create a job opportunity, which will disposal of ownership of the entrepreneur. Another objective is increasing the pace of industrializations. So, you take it up with Chennai or Coimbatore or Tirupur concern, the industries are focused in particular area only. If everywhere every people can have an idea, they can start it up own. That will be spread over of the entire nation. It's not a focus on particular area. That every people are interested, every people are capable to do a business. They started a similar kind of business. Whatever business are happening up in Tirupur, that kind of business that can be possible in Trichy or Tanjavur, there also they will be started. There is one of the things are drawback for this kind of industrialization. The government not encouraging of industrialization of entire nations because they will be spoiling. They have to provide a facility, infrastructure, industry, estates. They have to give it up, and the export import they have to give us some processing zone. They have to provide it, and they have to getting employing of four employees. And it's not easy. So to avoiding that situations, our companies are started where the established similar kind of companies, they are going to start. So we take it up with TNEA, there is a government sector, government salaries sector analysis, and the people everywhere are going to start it there. Chennai Silk or Pothys or Kumaran, whatever they are, Saravanas, they are going to start it there. Now only it's a decentralized. They are coming to out of the Ranganath Street or T Nagar. Now Saravanas are coming out of the T Nagar. That is also happened because of the there is a the brother are taking their part of the assets, they are coming and they are implementing their own idea. The founder chairman suppose is there, they don't have such idea, it won't be a decentralization of the business. Again, we have to reach the Saravana, T Nagar alone. So it is a industrialization is also some constraint. It won't, even the government giving up time, they won't start it in the unwanted places. It is not easy. You take it up automobile hub in Sri Perumbudur, how it happening up a hub in all the companies are why they are focusing up there. Sri Perumbudur. In Chennai, there are several parts are there. Why all the automobile companies are focused in Sri Perumbudur? Because they are established system are there, infrastructure are there, and employees are available. It is easily is exporting, importing of things. That the safety and all is there. Everything which will be designed, estates, industrial estates are there. Government facilitate infrastructures are established. So that way they are focused. Okay, that is a vision. So industrialization, rural and backward areas. So wherever it's down, they are try to implement this kind of entrepreneur awareness where the people are increased the business people, which will be industrialization. What are the phases of EDP? Entrepreneurship Development Program concern is a pre-training phase. That is the initial stage. We have to attending up a program. We have to conceive the ideas. What kind of business we have to do it. What are the needs and wants of the customer. So I given the same example for our students. What I given in the classroom. See why the Uber, Ola, and all developed. Already there is maybe some of people have experience with the fast track speed speed track or fast track somewhat car facilities are there most of the time they are given one phone number a landline number similar number that's given and we have to call it up where they have to pick up that detail and all we have to give it to the phone rather than the booking at that time there is no app and all is not available. There is also facilities there. We have to make it up call and book the car. It takes time. And, they don't know the destination, where they have to go, where the picking point and all is there. That and all we have to instruct everywhere. That is an experience. Afterwards, there is an app and all it's developed. Now it is exactly identified where is a pickup point. Even the customer not aware where is our destination, how to reach. There are several roads are there to reach one point. That indicates in the app where is the traffic, how long time it will be taking. That and all it's given. So this kind of is development is happen. Even we don't have a vehicle as an ordinary person, we think it of how we are using, how long we are using of a transport, public transport. It takes time. There is a very crowd. It won't be reach on the spot destination. Doorstep it won't reach. We have to get down the bus and we have to get up another bus. So that and all it's a taken. Another inconvenience, even the person have a driving skill and driving knowledge, and they don't have a buying of car. They don't have a money to investment. Another case, a person have a investment capacity, driving capacity, maybe driving skill. There is a one drawback to that person. Where I have to parking, that is a one thing. That kind of problems also happen. So every problem step by step. The fewer people have a cash, the fewer people have knowing driving, fewer people have parking facilities, fewer people have passion, everything. It is a few of the people, not the entire people. So anyway, there is entire market for developed for Uber, Ola, and all is developed. Now, what is the solution for that kind of needs and wants of the people? Simply, wherever we can need the car, we can get a car. Small car, four people we are going, small car. Or SUV type of car we are looking. 7 or 6 people we are going. The big car we are looking, and only we are looking for the job. We need not wait for the waiting time. We need not parking, not necessary parking facilities. We need not have a driving skill. We need not have an investment on 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs rupees. So everything not necessary. It's a comfortable. We have a car travel. We are reaching a place. We are time saving, cost savings, and there is no stress. And we are comfortably we are traveling. So this and all not happened before that one. Before there is rich people have money, but they don't have a license driving. They have a license, they don't have parking facilities. They have a parking system, drawback is there. So that's why these companies are all identified and they have come out the problem solution for the problem. Now become the answer thing it out basis. Once we are understanding, we are getting up input from the initial stage, that roadmap, then we have to start it and how to we are developed. And afterwards, the third one, we are implemented, executed of our plan on the business. We track on what it is happening, whether we are traveling on the way or we are deviated. That we have to check it out. Some of the tools and techniques for training concern. Lecture method, practical or demonstrations method. So lecture method is what I am giving, that is a lecture method. Through the techniques which will be giving some input, you can get it up knowledge about the particular domain, particular entrepreneur skill knowledge, everything. Practical or demonstrations. We have to enter in the particular interested field sector. That we have to take it up help of the people, friends or relatives or our neighbors, wherever they are working or wherever they are doing a business, that kind of business, we have to get it up some permissions. We have to study okay, practical exposures and meetings. We have to attending certain high level that kind of things. We have to getting get together. We are getting up ideas, generating up ideas, and started out of the ideas which is the best, which is not best in the brainstorming. We have to start it out. Individual trainings, that is another technique. Whether we are familiar with, we are attended a program, we are have experience with our front company or training institutions, we have trained, and we have to do it on our own. Individually, we have to train what it is, right or another. The group trainings, conferences, that is another mode. We are getting up input about the entrepreneur. So these are the few of the supporting organization services given. These are the authorities or body, government body, which is helping for the entrepreneur. Okay. NSIC, National Small Industries Corporation, that will be segregated based on the sector industries, small, medium type of industries. So based on that, each and every authorities or organization is contributing in particular field. We have to identify according to that our needs. We have to approach that will be sorted out the problems. SIDCO, SIDCO, Small Industries Development Organization, SSIB, Small Scale Industry Board, SSIDC, State Small Industries Development Corporation, SISI, Small Industry Service Institute, DAC, District Industries Centric, Special Institutions, Industrial Estate, TCO techniques. These are another group what we have discussed. What is their role? What is the services for the business people? The journal is given. Take it up this one. Coming to that, whatever we have discussed is applicable for the all industrialists, all the industries. Think. Now we have to think it up few examples with civil engineers. what are the skills are needed. That skill is applicable for the civil engineer also. Other industries, software engineer or another field, another engineers, another professionalist, they also follow it up that kind of skills, personality, their characteristics. That and all we have to understand it is a basic one. Wherever we are working, wherever the field, wherever industries we are going to enter as an entrepreneur, we must be familiar with the basic concept. From there, we have to take it up, which is a suitable, which kind of personality is more needed. All the personality, all the characteristics not applicable for all the industries. Wherever it is a needed maximum that you have to take care, there you have to develop that more. Wherever some of the characteristics, personalities are less needed, that is not bother about that. So in that way, we have to take it up for civil engineers to entrepreneur. Then it is given entrepreneur, civil concern is given, already given general definitions for the entrepreneur, who is entrepreneur. We take it up civil aspects. The person who organizing, managing and enterprises, especially a business, usually with considerable initiative and risk. So everywhere it's a risk is associated, existing or new business is associated with risk. This is the initiated person or individual person is the initiated the ideas, executing ideas is called the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur plus capital. We have idea, plan. Without money, we want to start the business. So entrepreneur plus capital can be possible to producing of a product. The product is producing for the customers. The product plus customer is called the business. Okay. No business without customer. No customer, there is no use of product. No capital, no ideas. We want to producing of goods. If we want to producing goods, we have to have an idea. We have to generate capital. Okay, without capital idea, we can't produce a product. So why we need a idea or innovative? Give an example again, Apple phone and all. The already launching business, we are again and again same kind of product we will be producing. It won't be successful. Now it is a 5G is launched. Some of the mobile is not supporting. Again another 5 years, 10 years, another 6G will be launching. 7G, 8G. That all is going on improvisation of the telecom sector. Okay, for that we have to adapt. We have to improvise. For we have to involve the continuous improvement. That we have to change it up. That idea innovation is the base for the product creations. Okay. What is a civil engineering? Civil engineering is the arguably oldest engineering discipline. Civil mech, this kind of engineering, it's an old one, mechanical, civil. So based on that, now it is artificial intelligence, CSPS, AML. What are the new course disciplines and all come? It's a new one. Another 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, it will become another engineering course. That are needed. It is because of uh, the technology, lifestyle of the people are global are changing. We have to follow that one. So that oldest discipline it is a civil engineering. It deals with the built environment and can be dated to the first time someone placed a roof over his or her head or laid a tree trunk across the river to make it easier to get across. So we are visiting of a shopping mall or a dam or some of the constructed place and all visited there, which will be created idea with the engineer's mind. Before we are really roofing up the building, that roofing idea will be created by the civil engineer. They are only created that kind of things. They are created, they will be arranging up the facilities. Then only we are getting easier to come across the river. Problems, convenience, that and all we are getting easy. Because of the civil engineer, they are thinking of their own mind and they will make it up how it will be easy to getting over from the kind of problem and more comfortable for the customer. They are thinking of their own way. They are helping for the society. Some idea for civil entrepreneur. civil entrepreneur, they can enter in the different field. Okay. They can enter, there are different domains there. Wherever they are very strong, wherever they need it, they can choose it of their own. That area, the domain they can concentrate. Their passion also needed. I want to become a civil contractor, you can become a civil contractor. I don't want involved in contractor job on the contractor. I just want a consultant, I'm expert. I have a very good knowledge about the civil structural and geotech and all. You can think it of that field. Project management consultant, which is also one of the field in the civil engineers. They are the expert, you are the passion, you have to involve with that. And the quantity surveyor is another one, building consultant. So some of the mega project and all which will be happen, some of the estimations, how it will be costing, what is the charge, designing charges, making charges, that will be identified. That kind of field is a building consultant. Material consolidated. Okay. Material, then seven, some construction material manufacturer, that is another domain of the civil engineers. Model maker, that is designer, some of the blueprint makers, the real estate marketing, that is another part. You see, every people they are very strong with their domain, their professions. They are able to explain easily rather than the other professionals. So civil engineer people they know very well what is the strength of material, what is the soil content, all these things they will be easily understanding. I can't explain that kind of concept. I'm very strong in particular FMCG, the other sector. No? You take automobile sector again, that is very familiar. The automobile people they can know it. What are the components? How it will be functioning? What is the capacity? What is the reliability of the material? What is the future specifications with other competitor? They can easily selling the market. They can easily convince the customers. Uh, the people are not aware of the product nature, product characteristics. No? It is not easy to explain to marketing. It is needed for the civil engineer only explaining of these real estate or constructions. This field they are very familiar. They will be easily understand the concept. They can easily convincing way they can deliver the ideas to the customers. Okay, that they can choose the domain. Providers of a specialty services such as pre-stressed concrete scaffolding, that is another domain that can concentrate where they are very passionate, where they are capable, where they are dedication. That and all they have need choosing of the different domain is given. Material testing laboratory. Uh, this is the one system. Whatever material we use it, whether it's quality or not. This mega project they are using up tons and tons of material. Again we take it up all the quantity of input for building steel, some of the cements, some other materials needed for construction. That material whether it is a bricks, whether it is very strong or not. So that kind of things we have tested, that kind of laboratory you can establish, there you can concentrate, there you can become an entrepreneur. Equipment supplier on rent. That is small trading firm like that. What are the equipments needed for the construction or real estate business? That they are getting up for own and they are giving as a lending. Okay. Labor contractor become private surveyor. The building the mega project again and again. It's not a small one. You take it up small professional also as an entrepreneur. Later on, you become a corporate level businessman. Okay. Private surveyor, it is helping for the measurements of areas that authorities they have to qualify people is only a surveyor, become a surveyor for the government, like semi-government job. Entrepreneurial leadership quality, we are discussed already that what are the characteristics and personality. The same thing it is coming again here. Self-improvement, we have to develop, we should be a role model. Positioning, possessing technical skills that we inbuilt or we have to develop technical skill we have to develop. Accepting responsibility for actions. Already I told you, whatever the rewards are getting for our execution of a plan, getting rewards, we will get it up. Or we are getting something else on the failure, that also we have to accept. We have to put the job, this is a responsibility, I take responsibility, I leave the place, and all. You have to take up that kind of decisions. If it is our own company, we won't take that kind of decisions. We have to run the business. Whatever mistakes are happen, whatever wrong thing are happen, that you have to identify and correct it later on. It won't happen again and again. Making decisions. So one more thing, I think all the business people are not successful with one try. Okay, we take it up Einstein. Sorry, what do you call that? Thomas Alva Edison. It won't easily find out the invention of the bulb. There are different metals are used as burning part of the bulb. No? What do you call this? Tungsten. Last they are find out. Before that, I tried several metal used. It won't be success. Every invention and innovators, they are not at all success within a one attempt. You take it up that risk, you take it up that wrong, whatever happened, that you have to correct it. Then you try it, you will be success. Making decisions, this is important. Being a role model, we should be a perfect one. We should be a punctuality. We should be a discipline. We should be a role model for anywhere, whether you are an employer or employee. We must be a role model as a leader. Then only the follower will follow you. If you are not at all following the certain principles or qualities, the follower not following. A boss is not following, why we want to follow it? In that way, they will be take it out easily. This is again a principles of entrepreneur leadership. We take up this one. Source of funds. Source of funds, bootstrapping, friends and family, very well what is the friends and family, they will be helping for small business grant, a loan or line of credit, they will be ready to finance in some of the non-financial sector, friends, incubators, some of the facilitator is their incubator that will be sponsoring some of the institutions, some of the authority, they have a incubators, sell, they will be helping through the incubators. And the angel investor, venture capital, what is the angel investor? It is a single investor, the wealthy person, they will be ready to invest our business, our ideas. We have an idea, the angel investor, they have the single investor, the wealthy investor, they are ready to invest our business, they are helping, and for the return, they will be getting up our equity or preferences, whatever we are issued, or some of the things will be taken over by the angel investor and investing of our business. Venture capital, in sense, two or more people are joined together, it's a company's level. It's not individual investor, it's a company level. Two or more companies are joining together, which is helping for the finance. It's a high risky finance one. The company will be failure, there is the risk. Bartering, it's an old model. We are giving something, we are getting for that one. The commodity we are giving, the government once upon a time, Indian government, maybe in our period, they will be having the barter model. Nowadays, also, the Indian government using bartering model. We are exporting of wheat that worth of oil we are importing for Gulf country and all those days. We are exporting wheat for Gulf country that worth of that price worth of crude oil we are imported those days. There is a bartering for the commodity exchange. Form a partnership. We getting our friends and relatives or other partner. It is a sharing of capital. Commitment. Committed to hold. So what is the commitment? We get it up a commitment to getting up some of the investor or creditor is there. We have to get it up there, help with the money. Bootstrapping, since first one remaining under its common word, you can understand it. Bootstrapping, since we have a own, we won't depending of others, whether we are not depending on angel investor, venture capital, that and all. whatever money we have, whatever idea we have, with the small amount, what it is available with us, within that we are growing up. So we won't depending on others. That is called bootstrapping. It is also applicable whether it is needed or not. That is considered idea type. It is decided whether it is available amount within us. It is more than enough or not. That also decided by these ideas. So this is the thing that to slide maybe the person Bill Gates, Microsoft founder chairman. What is this? What is given? If you born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you are die poor, it's your mistake. If you are born poor now, it's not a problem. We are not at all known as a baby. We are not at all aware what is happening, where we are born, whether we are born in rich people or poor people. After we are growing as matured person, then we are realized our end will be decided whether we are going to die with the poor manner or the rich manner or markable things done for the society. Another word is given. I failed in some subjects in the exam, but my friends passed in all. Now he is an engineer Microsoft, and I am the owner of the Microsoft. All the students are passed in several subjects and got a good mark in his rank or whatever things are achieved at that level. But at the time, Bill Gates was failed in the particular subject. Later on, see the end of the life, what it will be happen. He became a Microsoft chairman. Who are the success people at beginning? Past university rank holder. They are the employer of the Microsoft company. So that changing of the entrepreneur skills. You are changing up your knowledge. You are become an entrepreneur. You become the entrepreneur. The topmost people are willing to work with you. Warren Buffett is an investor, angel investor like that. People is investing in stock market. He is the richest person. What is the rule is given? Rule number one: never lose money. Rule number two: never forget rule number one. But it means that there is first one. It is a we never lose the money. We have to take it up a risk at the same time. We are ready to accept the loss, but we are not ready to accept the principal amount what we are invested, that we have to try to hardly safeguard of our investment, whether we are making profit or not. But we have to safeguard of our investment. That is the primary thing. This we have to limited for certain industry sector, several sector. It won't be a limited. Maybe occur the principal loss alone. Maybe a loss happen. Thank you.
So thank you to participants. A very good afternoon to all. One of the believe all participants. I glad to stand here and express my vote of thanks. A special thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Srinivasan, for accepting our invitation and be of with us today. I would also thank each and everyone you begging here and make a day a wonderful and memorable one for our dear participants. Thank you once again. Thank you.